Hello and welcome to the Intermission podcast. I'm Fabian. That's Isaiah. We're a Dallas Sports Podcast, and it's a new day.
It's an exciting day.
Dawn of a new season. And even though it was close, a good way to start the season, at least to an extent. Yeah. We're gonna be talking about Stars opening game, Cowboys, and all that jazz, and then we got some news from the other teams as well. Yeah. Beautiful, great, and wonderful. I think we're gonna hop right into it. We're gonna start with the Stars because I know that's what you want. You got any thoughts about the game, Isaiah?
I thought it was actually a pretty it felt like the Stars were picking up where they left off last season.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it, but I also had some not concerns, but I was also trying to look for maybe something new coaching wise.
Yeah.
With the new coach, I saw that the coach was hoping to bring some physicality to the team,
Which is something we've needed. We've had like bottom 5 hit percentage or hit numbers for the last 10 years, dude.
Yeah, and I want to say I didn't really see any of that the first period, but I think toward the second period it started to pick up a little bit. It started to pick up. Definitely toward the end too. I mean, everybody was at each other.
Yeah.
But I like it when the Stars play a little more physical, and they definitely should have won more than won by more than
I mean,
1 point.
we had control of most of the game, and then they just let some stupid stuff happen in the third period. But yeah, I mean, it was a really physical game. I mean, beyond just checking and all that.
Yeah.
Quite a few scuffles. You know, we were the team that knocked the Jets out of the playoffs, so bad blood there. Plus, they already, they had our old coach, so.
Yeah, and it felt like, at least to me, it really did feel like the Stars were the same team.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully a little bit better of a team. And
Hopefully,
I liked all our movement. We still had our core chemistry. We brought back Foxa. Our penalty kill looked good. And again, the Winnipeg Jets were the top power play team last season. So I'm shutting them down. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, they didn't get a single power play goal. They got 2 special teams goals, but they weren't power play goals. They didn't get a single power play goal. We did good when we were on the defense, which we were for a decent amount. I mean, again, it was a really physical. There were a few fights. We had a lot of power plays, so did they. But despite us, let me double check this. Because I want to get the number right. Pretty sure we had the same amount of power plays in the second period, but let me check. Okay, actually, well, yeah, because of the last 2 penalties, but ignoring the last 2 that carried on to the final, onto the third period, which is where most of that time was spent. So yeah, for ignoring those last 2 penalties, we each had 3 power plays each or 2 power plays and then a 4-on-4. So 2 power plays each in the second period, and we outshot them 1,000,000 to 5 or whatever it was. I think it was 13 to something.
No, yeah, but that's really good. I know, especially in the playoffs last season, even though it was probably because of some injuries, we didn't have the people on defense. I know the biggest concern we said was we had to find a way to slow the teams down from shooting so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I definitely remember saying that it probably put so much on the goalie. Even though our goalies are pretty good, they can't stop every shot.
Yeah.
And I think the defense was pretty good in holding the Jets down to not out shooting the Stars.
Yeah, even though they had 2 power plays in that second period, Otter didn't really have to struggle too much. I mean, in the first period, we were pretty even with shots on goal, but we outshot them pretty significantly in the second period. Otter had an easy second period. And then, obviously, the last 10-ish minutes, Our defense got a little lackadaisical, maybe.
Yeah, they got too comfortable with the lead.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, it's definitely what it was. I mean, letting in, let's get to it. Letting in the two shorthanded goals in the third period. We had the power play. First one is kind of a freak turnover. It was as one of the power penalties was dying, so someone came back onto the ice, even though he's not the one that scored the goal. Those are the kind of situations where shorthanded goals happen sometimes. Not the biggest deal, but like you can't expect Otter to save that. He was 1-on-1. Skaters win that about 75% of the time if they're not a bad player. Second one, truly awful turnover. That and then obviously again it was a 1-on-1 easy score for the skater. And Colin, shout out to Connors, not Colin. Connors, he was doing a great job finishing the play, and he was putting the puck in net, and his shots were pretty good. Yeah, the ones that went in at least.
Yeah. I think almost if not all some of the shots for the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were actually pretty good looking goals.
Yeah, I mean,
They were.
what are you gonna say?
No, I mean I saw some. I know like it was again like what we said for last season. They gotta especially in the playoffs, they gotta shoot it from longer range instead of trying to get that close, good looking shot.
Mm-hmm.
They did a little bit of both, shooting it pretty close and then shooting it pretty far.
Yeah.
And some of those pretty far shots, that was a pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty nice goals.
I mean, Hellbuck's a good goalie. He's a great goalie. He's one of the top goalies. And yeah, it's just you got to shoot and you create rebounds. I believe 2 of our goals came off of rebounds. Our first one did, I believe.
Yeah, good positioning too from the Stars.
Our second one was just a nice setup play. Then we had, I know Robertson was a power play goal. I don't know if that was our third or fourth goal. I didn't even see Johnny's goal actually, so I don't know what that one looked like.
Oh man, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I got something to say. We didn't have a single repeat goal scorer. So like we scored 5 goals, but not a single person scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Miko had 3 points, and I believe so. Duchesne had 2. I thought so at least. Never mind. Duchesne only had 1 point, but yeah, pretty good. Rupe had himself a 2-point game. Yeah, it was just, and I mean, yeah, it was great setup goals, great passes, chips, pokes, all that. Again, the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. It felt like when I was watching them, it felt like they weren't really staying in one spot either. It felt like they were moving around pretty well too.
Mm-hmm.
So that also created them those open shots and open players.
Yeah,
and I think it's like much like basketball. The movement with the puck, without the puck, those will generate some good looking shots too.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was pretty good from the Stars. And I think that's a good sign that more than just one person can score for the team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always been one of our strong suits. We have a multitude of goal scorers, and that's what we have right now. And all of our goal scorers are also great playmakers, and then we also have defensemen that are great playmakers that have scary shots. So that's why our offense has always been so high energy. Again, our defense has been our bigger issue, even though it hasn't been terrible. And we've always had good power play killers. I mean, we have Lindell and now we have Foxa back, and we have Heiskanen. They're great power play killers, penalty killers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just about getting more consistent when those guys aren't on the ice, just like how it has been.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I do like this first game. I like how the Stars played.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much toward the end.
Yeah,
but
I truly believe though. I mean, it is again. It's against the Jets. We played them in the playoffs last season. They're much of the same team too. They got Connors now. Paid him a buttload of money. They're still a really good team, and I mean, the fact is we dominated 50 out of 60 minutes of that hockey game.
Yeah, that's what.
In Winnipeg.
Mhm.
Um,
Man, yeah, I was like, man, this is supposed to be. I mean, I know this is the Jets are a good team,
yeah,
but I was watching the game. I was like, the Stars are actually making the Jets look like they're not that good,
Yeah.
or not gonna be that good. But that's what I was gonna say too. It is just the first game of the season,
yeah.
so it almost. I mean,
Some
again,
teams start faster, some teams start slower.
yeah. I mean, I hate
Um,
thinking of it like that, but
Teams take their foot off the gas maybe a little too early in games. So yeah, but
at least they didn't lose it. Now, I guess.
I mean, no matter what, it is a good
Still-
way to hit the round running. Otter again. I mean, even with the third period that happened, he still had a great game. His first two periods are crazy. Same for Hellebuck. Hellebuck had some amazing saves. I mean, the fact that we didn't have a bigger lead going into the third period, it's all credit to Hellebuck, because we had some nice shots that he blocked, he saved, he didn't let go in. Rebounds he didn't let us get. So
Yeah, I think whenever I watch hockey, my favorite players are the goalies.
yeah,
I think that's gotta be the most talented people on the ice.
yeah, man, they're crazy.
I definitely couldn't be a goalie.
Oh, it's a hard position. There's only one goalie out of 6 guys on the ice. Or I guess 2 out of 12.
But yeah, but you know what I mean. They're able to like see the puck
Yeah.
when everybody's in front of them.
No, I
and
know
then
exactly
the
what you mean.
shot's coming up pretty close, and they know almost exactly how
They
to
just go. Ook. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. Goalies are impressive. Yeah. Otter played a great game again, and yeah, obviously Hellebuck played a great game. So yeah, I think a great way to hit the ground running on offense with Otter, and our defense looks pretty good. I mean, again, it's the not the wings, the Jets. What was I gonna say? I messed up the name and I lost my train of thought. The Jets, I mean, they're a high-powered offense, and again, we canceled out a bunch of power plays from the best power play team last season.
Mhm.
So, I think I liked what I saw from our team in general, and like you said, it's the first game, but it's always good to start off good. So
yeah, especially like I hope they continue starting off real good and
Mhm.
hopefully hit the ground running. Especially because I don't want there to be a situation much like the Rangers
Mhm.
had where they have to win games to catch up.
Yeah,
I think if they win plenty of games and they're in a comfortable spot, they can afford to lose some games, but
yeah.
at least they'll be in the guaranteed playoff spot.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, this is without our captain, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I would say all in all a good game, and I don't know if there's much else to say besides that.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about the coach, but I don't think I really saw something that.
Super stood out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in hockey, it's hard to see, like, because coaches don't really call plays or anything like that
Yeah.
as much. I
guess hopefully-
didn't really see like his reaction. Maybe I missed it, but like his reaction to us sort of letting them back into the game. I didn't really see,
Yeah, I didn't really see
anything from it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just the broadcast not showing him, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
it was pretty much me too because I was like, dang, I was like at this point 5-1 or 5-2. I was like, they got this. I looked down doing something, and then I looked back up, and I was like, when they scored 2 more.
yeah, it happened so quick. But yeah, games. We got 3 more games this next week. Colorado, and then at home against Minnesota and Vancouver. Actually, gonna be at that Vancouver game. It's my sister's birthday, so
Nice.
so we're taking her to the Stars game. Maybe I'll post some shorts. We'll see, but yeah, good way to start the season. 3 more games is coming next week. And we'll see how it keeps going. But
Well, I know Colorado might be a pretty tough game, but what about the rest of them? They're gonna be pretty tough.
I mean, Colorado's obviously a tough game. Minnesota's, they're just always a Central Division opponent. They won their first game against the Blues. Blues aren't anything crazy, so it doesn't say much about them. But they won 5-0, so nothing to scoff at. And then Vancouver's had themselves a run last season, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. We'll see.
So I'd say, I don't know, maybe if they do pretty good the rest of this week, I might maybe say
Be a
the
bit
Stars
more
probably
confident.
haven't figured it out. But still, again, it's only the first week.
Yeah, I mean, hockey is an 82 game season. It's a long season. It's a sport that's got a lot of injuries. Obviously, the guys are being really physical. So, we'll see. We'll see. But
Yeah.
again, good way to start the season.
I'm excited the Stars are back playing.
Yeah, hockey season's back, baby. Put on your sweaters, put on your hats, grab your Vicks.
And don't jinx the season.
Don't jinx the season. Yeah, it's good to have puck back in life. Great. Let's talk about some baseball.
Some baseball.
Like we talked about last week, I think it happened a couple hours after we recorded or the next day, where the Rangers did confirm that they hired Skip Shoemaker in order to replace Bruce Bochy, who again was the Marlins manager in the 2023 and 4 season. We hired him in October of last year. He had a season where he went 84 and 72, if that's math. His first season with the Marlins, he got manager of the year that year, and then his second season they lost 100 games, and he ended up not going back with the team, and we ended up hiring him, and everyone was sort of like, hey, pretty sure this guy's going to be the next manager. I said that last season. We were like, hey, there's a decent chance it's going to be this guy, but we don't know. Confirmed, he's back, he's here, and I really like what Chris Young had to say about him. Obviously, when we hired Bruce Bochy is when we brought in we paid high dollar for a bunch of veteran talent, which is especially with Bochy being an older guy. He's a good manager for that kind of talent. But coming up now, the team looks a lot different. We're gonna have a lot more younger guys in the dugout. And in the bullpen, we just got a much younger core now. And so Chris Young was like, Skip Shoemaker thrived with a young players in the Marlins, just because they always have a young team because they can't really pay, or they don't pay for high dollar older talent.
Yeah.
So they always have a young team. But Skip Shoemaker is a good young coach. He's 45, and he's good at coaching the younger guys. So. I like what Chris Young had to say about him. I like the reasoning. He's a manager of the year award winner. So, and I think I liked what he did in Miami. Yeah. Thoughts? You got any thoughts?
I think it's always good to have a coach that's willing to develop some of the young players.
Yeah.
Because, like what we saw this season, you never know when you'll need the young players, and the young players definitely helped a lot this season.
Yeah, they showed out. They were the reason we were even in the conversation towards the end of the season. The wheels are starting to fall off of some of our veterans.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the pitching room, but definitely.
Then that'll probably give the veterans that probably much needed rest to come back, or whenever it's time for them to come to the plate in their lineup, they'll be ready to go. They'll be sharper.
Yeah. I think it's a good signing, and I like Skip, and it's fun to be able to call your manager Skip. And we'll see what he ends up doing, but I think it's a good signing. And we'll see who he brings in. I don't believe he's brought any assistant coaches in. But I can check that out. But yeah. And then, I don't know if there's any other news. Actually, Valdi had surgery, and he'll recover before spring training. So, I'm pretty sure surgery. Yeah. Is there any Mavericks news you got for me, Isaiah?
Mavericks,
or any other team news?
Mavericks news. I don't think for the Mavericks. Same thing we said last week.
Mm-hmm.
The 80s wearing those goggles now. Gafford's gonna be out for maybe 1 or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than that, they played their first preseason game, which it's preseason. So I mean,
Yeah, I know. Coach, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Said he's gonna have them on a lot of the starters on limited minutes, especially to start out the preseason.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I want to say that the Mavericks look good, but that's because they played against OKC's like
Right.
two-way contract players.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still think the undrafted rookies are still doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flag did all right. The starters were okay, but again,
Limited minutes.
yeah, limited minutes, and they're playing OKC's two-way starters.
Yeah.
I mean, two-way players.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think really any major Maverick news.
Mm-hmm. One team has some news. The Arlington Renegades are now once again the Dallas Renegades. They're moving stadiums from Choctaw Stadium, aka Old Globe Life Field, to Toyota Stadium, Toyota Park, Toyota Field, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
FC Dallas's main stadium. I'm assuming that's part of why they were renovating the stadium. I feel like maybe this deal was in place for a while. But they're moving to Toyota Stadium, changing their name to the Dallas Renegades. The UFL has started pushing more towards smaller stadiums that they can fill more, so that the games actually look like they're being attended. And they're also downsizing a little bit. I don't know if you saw they're not gonna have a team in San Antonio next year.
Yeah.
So
Toyota Stadium.
Toyota Stadium is the word. Yeah. So that's gonna be a shared stadium with FC Dallas now, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, they do have some overlap in the playing season, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how it goes. But it's a nice stadium, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see it. I think it was a pretty cool move too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Renegades might be a whole different team too, though.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's a different team every year with the UFL. Players leave, and contracts barely ever last more than a year, I feel.
But that's what makes the UFL
Kinda
unique
fun.
and fun to watch.
Yeah, it's just like every year it's something new. They're younger, they're scrappier, they're more desperate, I guess.
Yeah. Now let's see how well they play in their new stadium.
Yeah. And hopefully they have better merch now.
I mean, I kind of like their stuff now.
I mean, they got nice colors, but like I feel like their hats and their shirts, I don't really like their designs, especially their hats. Obviously, I'm a big hat guy, if you haven't been able to tell, and their hats are just so ugly. But I actually think they partnered with New Era somewhat recently, so I'll check out their new hats, definitely. But yeah. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's all the other team news.
Yeah, we talked about the Wings last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, all caught up.
Talk about some Dallas Cowboys. Do you even remember last game? Last game we played the New York Jets and beat them pretty well. Even though they got some garbage time points and the score looks pretty close. Actually ended up being pretty close to what I predicted.
Yeah, it's 37-22.
Yeah.
What'd you predict?
31-21.
31.
So
Actually,
ended up looking pretty close to what I predicted, but
yeah, I predicted
the real score is 37-3.
I predicted 35-13, I think, or 42-13.
Yeah,
I don't know, somewhere up there.
I think you said 35-13.
35-13.
Yeah. So I feel like you were, even though my score was second closer, you were more on the vibe. I thought we were going to be in kind of a shootout and then pull away. We kind of destroyed them, which feels good.
Yeah.
And I was right about one thing though. Even though apparently we did have a multi-sack game earlier, I don't even know who it was against, but we had 5 sacks in 4 games. So one of the games we had 2 sacks. But I knew, hey, Justin Fields holds on to the ball for a while. I think this is our chance for a pass rush to do something.
Mhm.
And honestly, it wasn't really because of Justin Fields holding on to the ball for too long, because we got to him pretty quick a decent amount of times. Our pass rush just had a good game. And we ended up getting, I believe, 5 sacks. Yeah, it was a great game for our pass rush.
Definitely good practice against or for our next game.
Yeah, like you said, our defense had good practice game. And I mean, they at least proved that they're good enough to stop the New York Jets, which I mean, against a pretty decent Steelers defense, they had a good game, and against they haven't had the worst games on offense this season, so
Yeah,
putting a cap on them wasn't terrible. And then their defense is obviously decent. They got a defensive-minded head coach after replacing another defensive-minded head coach who spent a lot of resources on building up that defense. And our offense sliced and diced them. Ryan Flournoy had 5 catches for 114 yards, I think, something around there. Williams had himself another good game. Pickens didn't have a great game for the first half, but then started doing well against Gardner in the second half, and then had a freaking just beat him touchdown.
Yeah.
Anything I'm missing? Ferguson.
Ferguson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ferguson had a pretty good game too.
Got himself a pair of tutties. Yeah.
I think I did forget this game.
Feels like it happened 3 weeks ago, bro. That's why I said that. I was trying to remember myself. I was like, yeah.
I mean, I know. I obviously
It's
like.
been a long week.
I'm actually glad the defense were able to hold the Jets until again they scored toward the end. I feel like this should the defensive performance on Sunday should definitely hopefully wake up the Cowboys defense and hopefully bring that intensity again.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I think it was a lot better scheming too. So I think it was a better caught game from Eberflus. I'm still not ready to say, hey, you're doing a good job. Definitely not. But I think it was definitely a better called game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. I mean, the offense is obviously doing what they're supposed to do. So,
but the big thing, in my opinion, is that we didn't even have our starting offensive line even a little bit. We had 4 non-starters on our offensive line, and they killed it. I mean, they killed it. I think they had 1 sack. They let up 1 sack, but again, 4 non-starters against a pretty decent Jets pass rush, and they held up. That was good performance from
the offensive lineman.
From our non-starting offensive line. Let me double check how many sacks they let up, but I don't believe.
Yeah, probably 1.
Yeah, 1 sack. They only had 1 sack. So yeah, I mean, it was a great performance from our non-starting offensive line. So we know that we can get through offensive line injuries because we just did. Yeah, and they're not the best pass rush in the league, but they're not a bad one. They have what's his name?
Quinnen Williams.
Yeah,
I think that's his name.
Yeah,
Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin Williams.
Yeah, okay.
Who's a pretty good pass rusher, and I mean, yeah, he didn't do anything. So against a weak offensive line or injured offensive line. So we have that next man up. We got a good O-line depth. It's pretty good to have. It's a good thing to have. Our running game is still being strong. This game we had Javonte Williams had 135 yards and 16 rushes. Pretty good. And Jaden Blue got some carries in this game.
Yeah, Jaden Blue, yeah.
Even though they didn't do great. He didn't have any great
he
carries.
I'm still glad he was able to run, though.
Yeah, I just like seeing him more. He had, I guess because Sanders was injured, right?
Yeah, I think.
So that's why he was in there. But he had 4 rushes for 7 yards. Obviously not great, but I'm glad that he's at least the next man up in that running back room.
Yeah, at least he's getting some touches.
He was this close. He was this close from breaking out. He was starting to pick up that speed, and he got nicked. And I still feel like I want to see a little bit more of him from him. Again, I wish we'd
develop him a little more.
But
I think we'll probably see him more this next game
against the Panthers. Yeah, we're gonna put in our freaking second stringers in the second half. So no, just jokes.
No, hopefully we'll be able to get to that point during the game.
Yeah, but who knows? We'll see. I don't even. Yeah.
Was it this week? Was it this week? The Panthers won against Miami.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Hold on. Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, the Panthers beat the love out of the Falcons, 30-0. Then this week, did the Panthers win? I don't think the Panthers won. No, actually, the Panthers did win.
Let me see. Where's the game? Oh, yeah, okay. It was the game against Miami.
Okay.
They won 27-24.
So, I mean,
but the Cowboys definitely, hopefully, shouldn't let that happen to them.
So, they've won 2 of their last 3, you know? Against the Falcons, I don't think are a bad team. The Dolphins aren't great. So,
but the Dolphins had a double-digit lead, I think.
Yeah.
And the Panthers were able to come.
Look,
back.
I think the Panthers still have some talent. I mean, they're not like completely devoid of talent.
But going against an offense like Dallas is right now, I'm expecting.
We should be.
I'm expecting them to be in the 40s.
Yeah,
by
honestly,
halftime.
No, they're probably not that far, but
that'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah. But definitely, yeah, our offense has to replay scoring drives against them.
Yeah.
And our defense.
I think the defense had a.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're similar quality as the New York Jets offense. Not truly awful, but not good. They have their moments. Yeah, and I think the Jets offense, well, I don't know, because this season we've been struggling more against the pass, and Jets were a sort of running/scrambling team. But in the past, seasons prior, we've been better, sort of weaker against scrambling quarterbacks. So I was about to say, I think we have a better matchup against their offense. Just a philosophy, but I don't know if that's true this year.
I don't know either.
Because I think, their main weapon is Hetero McMillan. What's his name? Their running back. Panthers running back. Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard hasn't really had too much action this year, so they're definitely more of a passing offense this year. Even though actually Rico Dowdle had himself a game, right?
Yeah.
that's what happened. That's what happened. Rico Dowdle happened, so.
And then, I'll save it until we actually talk about. I guess we are talking about them now, huh?
Yeah, we're talking about them.
Okay. Apparently there was that video that Rico Dowdle said that the Cowboys have got to watch him.
Yeah.
You think Rico Dowdle's gonna have a good game against the Cowboys?
I think he'll have a fine game. He'll have, 12 rushes for, 54 yards. Not a bad
He's
game.
definitely not going to have 206 yards.
He better not. We have a better run defense this year. Yeah, I don't think Rico Dowdle will be. Plus, I don't think he's going to be starting. Chuba Hubbard's going to be starting over him this season. Week. Unless the Panthers coaching staff are like, we really like that last week. I feel like that's just one of those weird, not a great player has a great performance games. Flash in the pan. no ill will towards Rico Dowdle, but that
Yeah.
wasn't. That, I don't know if that was Rico Dowdle that we saw on the field. You know.
I mean, there's also a reason he got traded too.
Yeah, or got not re-signed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if I punched the mic just now.
He's not mad this time. He's just so excited.
Okay. Official prediction.
I think with how good, or I think with the decent game that the defense had against the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
and the offense continues to be good, I'm actually thinking 42 to 14, 17.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was in the same area. I was like, I'm hopping on your train. I'm saying 42-13.
42-13. All right, I'll say 42-14.
Yeah, we should be in an area again, unless some garbage time points happen. It really shouldn't be at least that bad of a win, like that.
Yeah.
Much domination. But again, the league's been weird this year. Yesterday, or earlier today, whatever. Full transparency. Filmed Thursday night. Sorry if something happens Friday morning. Full transparency. But I mean, the league is weird. Giants just kind of dominated the Eagles.
Yeah.
We beat the Giants, and we lost to the Eagles in not dominating fashion, but they looked like the better team. So who even knows? The league is so weird. The league is so weird, dude. The league is so weird
Yeah.
this season, and it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely better than the other seasons where you can definitely see which teams are good and which teams are bad.
Yeah.
At this point, it's still up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
With some teams, I mean, obviously there's teams that are pretty
Better
bad,
and teams that are worse, but
and teams that are
better
better than
worse.
expected, like the Colts.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think the Colts would be like this.
But they're actually a good team. I mean, they're a complete team.
All they needed was Danny Dimes.
I don't know if we can turn our predictions into a short this week. We just sort of said it. That's what's funny about them. Yeah, freaking Indiana Jones. Playing good. Jonathan Taylor's having himself a revival season. The Tyler Warren, rookie tight end, is putting in work.
Mm-hmm. Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals.
Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals. He's gonna die.
Yeah. They got a bad offensive line too.
Yeah. They got a terrible offensive line. But supposedly, looking at the numbers, if you put them, technically, the Bengals quarterback has had more times to throw than the Browns quarterback this season. So,
dang.
So, who knows? Maybe they'll thrive. At least, hopefully, Jamar Chase will start giving me fantasy points again.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think he has a better, more experienced quarterback throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
But again, that was also should have thought that too for the Browns and last season, whatever team he was on.
Yeah. Okay. Do we got anything else?
No, nothing too crazy.
I don't think so either. Shorter episode this week, guys. But that's just how it goes sometimes, don't it? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you learned something, and if you didn't, maybe, I don't know, hopefully you had some fun. And if you made it this far, comments.
The Stars are back.
Stars are back, baby. Texas hockey time in Texas, aka the Lone Star State. I don't know why the Stars don't use that more.
We got America's team.
Yeah. And that's just fact. That's just true. Did you hear the crowd noise in New York, dude? That was crazy. I didn't
think I heard it that much.
I know the New Yorker were winless, but it sounded like AT&T Stadium, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
The Cowboys,
I
the
heard. I saw it
Cowboys
on.
fans were roaring.
Yeah, I saw on some Instagram posts that Cowboy fans
It
completely
just,
took over.
it just. I mean, it's not. I mean, it was basically like the 49ers playing in L.A. Kind
Yeah,
of the Raiders playing in L.A. where there's just no home team fans. That's what it sounded like. Except opposite side of the country. That's because we're America's team, baby. America's
even
team.
Jets fans are turning to Cowboy fans.
Oh, no, there's just Cowboys fans everywhere. Because we're America's team. All right? New York to Seattle to freaking North Dakota, Fargo. Everywhere. America's team. Thanks for watching. Comment. Hockey is back. Stars is back. And we'll catch you next time. Like, share, subscribe, follow the Instagram. All that.